that moves. enca.com.
In this week's episode, how did a rural village boy make it to the top of the world? But first, she wants South Africa to take decisive action against rape. Every 4 minutes, a rape case is reported in South Africa. Businesswoman Andy Kawa was also a victim of this violent crime in 2010. She was abducted and gang raped in Port Elizabeth. But a brave Andy is using her ordeal to remind all of us of the responsibility we have to protect our country's vulnerable citizens. She is educated, powerful, and wealthy. Andy Kawa serves on the boards of several companies. In December 2010, Andy took a few days off from the corporate world and visited the Eastern Cape.
You can imagine the tranquility. I was at peace with myself. I got to PE. I specifically left my family to go to Summerstrand on my own.
That day, the weather was wonderful in Port Elizabeth.
I saw this beautiful day. There were lots of people on the beach, and it was the last day of school. So there were lots of kids who had been taken out by their teachers to go to the beach. So it was just the perfect day to just take a walk.
Andy, as seen on this CCTV footage, made her way to the beach. She would have never imagined the drama that awaited her. While enjoying the sea view, a man pounced from nowhere and put a knife to her neck. In full glare of the public, he led her to a nearby bush, prepared to slit her throat if she screamed. Within minutes, Andy was alone with a dangerous criminal away from the busy beachfront. Overpowered and forced to the ground, he blindfolded and raped her.
I wasn't aware there were other people. Apparently there were 5 of them.
It was a well-planned attack. Andy remained conscious throughout her ordeal as a group of strangers took turns to rape her.
So all of a sudden I had visions of what is likely to happen. And then I remember and then I prayed to God and I said, if this is the way I should go, then let it be so. After I had just prayed for myself to say, may my soul rest in peace, a flash came, and it was a flash of my daughter, the only daughter. My mom and dad and my brother would depend on me. And I said to God, please, can you give me a second chance?
15 hours later, the rapists allowed her to leave. Andy's life had been spared.
I was bewildered. I actually ran. There were joggers, and I was trying to get one of the joggers to escort me to my... I was afraid now because I knew in the bushes there were other bush dwellers. So I needed somebody to escort me to the parking lot.
One of the joggers came to her rescue and called the police. But nearly an hour later, they still hadn't arrived, and Andy's attackers got away. In the days to follow, Andy and her family went for psychological therapy.
My dreams during the first 6 months, were about people that I knew who had died. I dreamed I was always with them, I was having parties with them, I was having dinner with them, and I was very sensitive to graves.
Life was no longer the same.
I've had a friend who told me I went to visit her this year, and she hasn't been to my house since the incident. And then she told me that she's still afraid to come and visit me because she doesn't know what to say.
Andy's turning point came in 2011 when she went back to the crime scene for the very first time. It gave her a new perspective.
When I saw that spot, I realized that actually I was alive. And I think that's when I started to feel grateful of life.
With renewed hope, Andy was eager to speak out about her ordeal. She started Kwanele, an initiative that aims to break the chain of silence around rape. It organizes events that urge investigators and community members to collaborate in bringing rapists to book.
I think that much as I am angry, I would like more to understand what are the root causes, because the most important thing that I would like to see is to see our society turn around so that we do not have rape as sexual violence as a norm.
One of her marches in 2012 led to what appeared as a breakthrough in her case. Andy thought she recognized 2 of her alleged rapists near the crime scene during the demonstration in Port Elizabeth. But they were cleared due to a lack of evidence. It was a painful development for Andy. But it didn't discourage her from continuing with her advocacy work. Andy also uses music and business to help get her message across.
Part of the reason why I continue believing in Kwanele and believing in Andy and what she stands for is because despite everything that has happened to her, she did not give up on this country, she did not give up on herself.
They have arrested
Andy would like to get as many people as possible to join her initiative. After all, rape is a problem that affects all of us. Coming up, a village boy makes it to the top of the world.
News that moves. ENCA.com.